The trap starts out e4, e5, queen h5, and if they have played g6, which has been played over 1,000,000 times, they went into queen takes e5, bishop e7, and queen takes h8. You are now up a rook by move 4. You're welcome. Same thing with if they block with the queen, we just take the rook. Now, let's see what happens if they play knight f6. We also win the pawn. Obviously, we can't win the rook in this variation. And if they block with the queen, we're just going to take it and then defend our center. But if they block with the bishop, this is actually a gambit Black can go for. We're going to play knight f3. They bring the other knight out. And we play queen f4. And in the next couple of moves, we're just going to take the center and develop. And we're just up a pawn by move 5. A way this can develop is knight b4, attacking our c-pawn. We played knight a3 with the idea of c3 and d4. So this leaves the most common variation, which is knight c6. Here, we're going to play bishop c4. If they play knight f6, now queen takes on f7, checkmate in 4 moves. And if they play g6 here, we're going to retreat back to queen f3. They can't hop in to attack our queen here, because that would hang mate in 1. So the most common move instead is knight f6. And here we play knight e2 to prevent the idea of them playing knight d4. And from here you just continue as standard, c3, d4, or d3, and get castled on the king side. So the final variation that I have for y'all is, what if they play queen f6, the second most common move? Well, here you're going to play knight e2 once again. Now, if they play bishop c5, attacking your f2 pawn with the queen and the bishop, trying to take, you could castle. That is an option. But if you remember this move, you will get very good positions, and it is this move f4. As you can see, white has a 59% win rate from this position. And the most common move that black plays is taking this pawn and just hanging their bishop. But let's say they don't do that. Let's say they play d6. You're going to develop your knight. And now, if e takes f4, the bishop is no longer hanging. You're going to play knight d5, attacking the queen. It has to go back to defend this pawn. And once again, your queen and bishop would be looking at the f7 square, and it can get very dangerous for black very fast. Also, at some point, you're going to want to play d3, go after this pawn, and castle long. And you're going to have this massive attack. And yeah, just have fun from this position. I hope y'all guys enjoyed this video. And if y'all guys would want chess coaching, check the description.